Hi everyone, welcome to Atlas Biomed webinar mini-series on common digestive problems and how to solve them. My name is Liza Hilman, I am nutritionist at Atlas Biomed, and in this video I will be talking about constipation. What are the potential causes of constipation and what you can do to ease your bowel movements. Interestingly, around 14% of adults are thought to have constipation, so have bowel movements less than 3 times a week. Now, constipation is also characterized by dry, lumpy stool, when it's hard to pass, and when there is difficulty fully evacuating. So according to the Bristol stool chart, constipation is type 1 and type 2. Type 1 being severe constipation and type 2 being sort of mild constipation. Now, I do want to say that if you experience sudden changes in your bowel movement, and if there is maybe blood in your stool and there is pain, then please talk to your GP to rule out any potentially underlying causes. So let's talk about potential causes of constipation. Number one, and quite common one, is low intake of fiber, particularly the whole grain fiber. Now, of course, it's important for us to eat all sorts of plants, vegetables, fruit, but don't forget about your whole grains. They are important for good bowel movement. Low amount of physical activity. It is important for our bodies to be in regular movement, and it is also important for the bowel movements, for good digestion, and to prevent or manage constipation. Hydration is very important. You might be getting enough fiber, for example, but if you're not hydrating enough, that might create some difficulty in your bowel movements. So make sure that you drink enough fluid. It doesn't have to be just water, but general hydration. It could be teas or other unsweetened beverages as well. Now, things like stress, anxiety, and history of abuse can also be causal to constipation. Problems with childhood toileting, so feeling pressured and being interrupted as a child when you went to the toilet, that could actually lead to problems with bowel movement even in adulthood. So also ignoring the urge to go. So if you feel like you need to go, then please go. It is important not to ignore it. Another potential cause is pregnancy. And last one, but also quite a common one, is some kind of change in the routine. So, for example, when you travel somewhere or you have to change the time zone, that can disrupt temporarily, usually, the bowel movements. How to manage constipation? Try to aim for 30 grams of fiber per day. This could be from your vegetables, fruit, nuts and seeds, beans, pulses, and also whole grains. Make sure that you drink enough fluids. So something between 1.5 to 2 liters of fluids per day. Prunes and kiwis have also been shown to be helpful, to be effective. So you can have about either 50 grams of prunes or 1 kiwi fruit per day, and increase gradually, and then see what that helps with your constipation. Now, Psyllium husk and flax seeds are also quite good, can be quite helpful. So psyllium husk, you start with half a tablespoon per day, every day for 1 week, and then you gradually increase. Second week you have full tablespoon per day every day, and then you can increase for up to 3 tablespoons per day if needed, if that is helping you. If there is no improvement after a month, then you stop. And the flax seeds, ground flax seeds, you can start with about half a teaspoon or teaspoon. You can add it to your yogurt, to kind of porridge or any food that you eat. And then you also gradually increase and see whether that will make any difference. So there are also some probiotics that have been shown to be helpful. The combination of Lactobacillus plantarum LPO1 and Bifidobacterium brevi BRO3, 5 billion CFU for 4 weeks, first thing in the morning. And another one is Bifidobacterium lactis BSO1, also 5 billion CFU per day for 4 weeks, first thing in the morning. So what is really cool is that in our test report, we have a special section on the probiotics, where you can know which probiotics and in which percentages, which proportions live in your gut. Now, this is very useful because let's say you want to take a probiotic or prebiotic and you want to see whether it's actually making any difference. So what we suggest is before you add some supplements, some pre or probiotic food or supplement, you do the test and then you start taking the product and then you retest after about 2 or 3 months. And then that way you can see whether that product or that supplement has made any difference. Whether you are taking prebiotic like fiber supplement or you're just adding more, let's say, fermented foods to your diet. So doing retesting can be really insightful and give you some really useful information to analyze whether what you're doing making any change, any difference to your gut microbiota composition. So don't forget to check out our Atlas blog. We have articles about constipation and digestive health overall. And subscribe to the blog because that way you will be notified about my next webinar. And in the next video, I will be talking more about FODMAPs, lactose, gluten, and our gut microbes.